What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Anvil Saga. This is an interesting little title where it's like part colony manager, so it's got like those little elements in there with like workstations and places you assign people to, and they do tasks and things of that nature, and they've got skills that level up in accordance with those tasks. But then again, it's also a game about fulfilling blacksmithing orders and things of that nature with like random events, and it's actually got storyline to it, so there's actual branched paths in the storyline where you make decisions about the trajectory of your career and who you work for and who you choose to supply during war efforts and stuff like that. And so it's kind of a curious little title. A bit of a warning at the beginning, the entire game is not translated, so you may see some of the dialogue come up in Cyrillic. It hasn't happened in any of the spoken dialogue thus far. And by spoken dialogue, I mean for like the narrative dialogue. But in the tooltips from here and there, like things will actually be in Cyrillic, and I don't know how to read Cyrillic, so I'm gonna have to take my best guess at certain points. But that being said, the game has an amazingly charming set of art, and I do think that they've got a cool core gameplay loop going for them. So we're gonna check it out today, spend about 25-30 minutes with the game, and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list. The demo that we're playing right now is available on the Steam Next Fest. If this video goes live after the fest is over, I apologize for that. I did a whole bunch of pre-recording just to make sure I had tons and tons of stuff so that I can pick and choose amongst the best of it, and it's just kind of the nature of the game. So anyways, let's dive on in and play the game. We'll start a new game on story mode, and let's get moving. That's it. Hold the hammer tight. Swing your arm up and then strike the blank. I can't. I'll never become a master like you. Listen, when your mother and I came to France, we didn't have a single penny on us. Nothing but fire in our eyes and my old instruments. Really? Not even a single penny? Not more than a couple of taller, to be sure. This is Arthur, the hero of the story and your main character. Since childhood, he's been helping his father in the forge, but he's pretty good at any kind of craft. So here we go. We can move the camera around. I'm just going to skip over that. Arthur, my son, go and make me some ingots at the smelter. We've got a lot of work to get done today. To complete orders, we need ingots. All right, so at the top of the screen right here, you'll see that we have our raw ore, and we have the amount of ingots we have available, and then we have the amount of wood that we have over on this side. We have our money that we have available, and then we have how popular we are in the townstead. In the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see Arthur's portrait. We've got our HP. From combat, we can lose health and actually die. There's also endurance over here. Or your energy, I guess. When this goes down, we've got to sleep, and then we've got hunger, and we've got to feed ourselves. We've got our daily wage, but since he's the main character, he doesn't collect a daily wage. We've got his general mood, which affects the way that he does his work. And then we've got our skills over here. We've got blacksmithing, mining, and fighting. If we click on the forge over here, he's going to go in and he's going to start depositing some of this ore in here to make a whole bunch of ingots that we can supply to people that are going to come up and ask for our services. And so as you can see, we're converting ore into ingots right now. One piece of ore is usually good for an ingot. The smith will smelt them one after another until they run out of ore. Excellent work, son. Go flip the sign. It's time to open. All right, so we'll go click on the sign, and now we are open. And so guys will come up, they will give us an order, and then we will mash it out real fast. This entire part of the game is like really streamlined. You don't have to select recipes or anything. You just automatically make whatever they ask for, because honestly, the blacksmithing is not like the bulk part of the game. Like building up your business and your logistics and everything else with the colony manager side is actually like the big part of the game. All right, so this guy wants some nails. We'll accept the order. It's going to take us 3 ingots to get that done. And so we'll go on over to the blacksmithing and the anvil, and we'll mash that out real fast, and we'll get the man his nails. There it is. So he pays us the money. We got a little bit of blacksmithing skill, and Dad is happy with us. Look, it's Finley. His whole family comes to the fair every year. The young lady next to him, his daughter, Olivia. Is that the merchant from Gascony? Yes, judging by the look on his face, he's happy with my forging. Oscar, you're here too. How are you faring? Thank you for the instruments and the harness. It was perfect. Glad to see you at the fair. What brings you here, Finley? Well, I'd like to order a small trinket, a brooch for my beloved daughter. Do that for me, would you? All right. Piece of cake, right, son? You've got this. Okay. Sometimes you'll have to make a choice that will affect events further on in the story. You'll see one of them right now. Each option has a chance of success and failure. Study them carefully because you won't be able to go back on your choice. All right, so we can use the jewel that we have. This jewel, however, belongs to the Baron, but Olivia will fall in love with us if we give her the jeweled brooch. However, I don't believe in pissing off nobles. That always seems like a really good way to end up with your head getting guillotined off since we're in France. We have a simple brooch, that we can make. We can just make an empty one, and then they can fill it in elsewhere. He's a merchant, so obviously he's got to supply a gem somewhere. You can use a fake jewel right here, but, you know, you never know what'll happen. This gives you a 50-50 chance of succeeding. We'll just go with the simple one for right now. Dad, all done. Here we are. Good, lad. Look, it's all done. Lovely, right? Let me see. Well, the work is stunning. Look. Oh, my God. What a marvel. Thank you so much. Dad, look at the way it glitters in the sun. Wow, my friend. I'm impressed. Here, I'll pay extra. You better be ready. I'm going to tell everybody about your skills. Hello, Blacksmith. Are you still working hard? More or less. Son's helping out a lot. He's even much better than me at some things now. He looks like you. Now then, can you make me a ring? And so we will give the gem-encrusted jewel ring to the Baron. Just a little bit of a hammer, just a little bit, there we go, just a little bit of a filing. Oh, done already. It's ready, sir, here. Wow, not bad. Good work. I can tell you're a chip off the old block. Good lad. Thanks, it's great to have your work appreciated. Sure it is. Have a good day and a great time at the fair. Looks like it's time for us to head home. Close down the stall. Closing the stall tells customers that we're not going to take any new orders. All right, so there we go. Store is closed and off we run. Dad, what do you think about me and Olivia? Do you think that we could ever be friends? Well, we're not their equals, son, but in a merchant's family, a groom is judged by how fat his purse is. Cheer up. Everything's in your hands. My father's words were of no surprise to me. Inequality is both the scourge and the foundation of our society. However, the sincere smile and charming eyes of the merchant's daughter made my heart ache. The fair was coming to an end, so we gathered our belongings and we set off for home. It was the last fair I got to visit with my father. The disease hit him hard, but even to his last breath, he did his best to transfer his knowledge and skills to me, even when he could barely hold a hammer in his trembling hands. I had no choice but to make my father proud and become a decent apprentice. All right, so we've got a small house and a forge at our disposal, but still it's better than starting from scratch. This is where our road to glory, wealth, and heart of the beloved girl begins. All this lies far ahead, and for now, we must kindle the forge. Let's blow the dust off this old hammer. Let me see what I can still remember. Okay, the first thing I like to do right here, like, the beginning of the game doesn't tell you this, but you can order more ore and, like, preemptively prep yourself for, like, preceding days. I recommend you do that. It's a good idea. But the merchant's not taking more orders right now. I should have got food, too. We can fill up the pantry so that we have to worry about eating. But anyways, this little delivery guy, he'll come back over here in just a minute. Let's smelt off this ore right here. We'll get the ingots ready, and then we'll open up the shop, and we'll make all the horseshoes and all the nails and all the bracelets and everything else that the townsfolk could desire. One thing I really like about this game is how lively the background is. People will come up and they'll peek through your windows. Like, people will come by and lean on the fence and watch you work. Like, the characters have all these little idle animations and stuff they do from, like, the backgrounds, and as they walk around, the characters will, like, sneeze while they're walking up to your stand. Like, there's just all kinds of little details that make the whole thing feel very crisp and alive. I also am a big fan of the art design. I think the art looks absolutely fantastic. So as soon as these are done right here, we'll go ahead and take care of business. The only thing that I have noticed is that the sun doesn't parallax with the rest of, like, the clouds and stuff like that. So as you can see, the sun actually moves forward in the timeline and backwards in the timeline as you're scrolling around. So that's, like, the one flaw that I've seen with the game so far, but honestly, that's probably a super easy fix. We have no customers, so let's open up the shop. We're going to sell off 20 ingots worth of stuff, make a little bit of starting money so that we can get ourselves an apprentice, and he can start working on kind of supplementary tasks when we're not able to, and then that'll kind of streamline the entire process. She wants us to make her a padlock. She'll pay 11 gold, and it takes 3 ingots. Sounds good. Off we go. Little paycheck right there. Your character has received a trait. Characters can receive negative and positive traits. Every single one will affect the character's behavior in a specific way. What did we get? This worker has a real talent for smithing. Oh, cool. He gets 30% more XP. The last time I played this, I got a perk that made it so that... God, I forget what it was. It was like a nose for money or something like that gave you a chance to get paid 15% more on every single contract. And then I had another one pop up that was like, I had another one that was negative, where, like, he stops to pray every X amount of times per day. I guess that could be a positive or a negative, depending on how you view it. I'm trying to be maximum profitable out here and maximum effective, so stopping to pray mid-order doesn't work for me. 4 ingots for $9? My ass is itching. I don't think that I needed that piece of information. Maybe stop wiping with poison oak. I don't know. You gotta stay out of the sumac when you're trying to drop a dumper. Well, that's some pretty bare basic survival stuff. I'm going to go ahead and make a few more ingots while we wait for more customers to come up. We've got an old man over here walking along. Old man, what can I do you for? He wants some nails. All right, I'm going to nail an old man right here at the beginning of the video because that's exactly the kind of high-quality content creator that I am. Oh, we got lots of jobs out here. All right. Well, we'll knock this one out. There we go. And then we'll knock this one out. We may have to close the shop down in just a minute. I think we're going to be a little bit low on ingots. Running out of ore again. It's time for us to dig a shaft. Sooner or later, you're going to have to start expanding your forge. Building more rooms and digging deep into the earth. Every forge needs a constant supply of ore, and you can purchase it from the trader, but it's more efficient to get it yourself. Okay, cool. I'm going to do this last order, and then we will shut down the store right after this. We should have enough money to get the building done. There we go. So now we close down the store. Everybody's happy with what they've got. I'm going to go ahead and get that going right there because, like, I don't really need to do anything else. We need to build a room, though. I'm going to put a room right there because it's the only place that it'll let me choose. There's no extra room or roof types for right now, but later on I assume it's going to be like stone, wood, so on and so forth. So there you go. It's going to take time for this to get done. You'll see a little worker. We're actually hiring a workman to do this. So you'll see a guy come by in a little bit, and he'll start building this little room right here. And then we can convert it into a mine. In a mine where 1,000,000 diamonds shine. All right, so now we got to furnish the room. So the room's function is basically dictated. You give it a designation, and then it'll ask you to basically put certain things inside the room for it to work. So every room needs a function. Every room needs a storage area for, like, the stuff that the function produces, and then it needs a place that the stuff comes from to be transferred into storage. So over here, what we want to do is we want to turn this into a mine. So there it is. We'll finalize that. And then once it's a mine, it'll tell us what it needs. And I just dropped my cell phone, fell out of my pocket, and hit the floor. Anyways, it needs a basement and a crate. So we can do that. Let's look at furniture. And over here, we've got the crate. This is all in Cyrillic, so, like, I couldn't read it. But anyways, all of this stuff over here, this is a crate. It didn't take, there's nothing else that really looks like a crate, so I was like, it's got to be this little chest right here. We'll go ahead and we'll put the chest right there so that it's nice and close. And then we need a workspace area, and I forget exactly where that's at. It's right there. So we can put the basement right there. Perfect. And so that should be done as far as I know. So we'll exit on out of there, and then we can send him down into the mine to go get us ore for free so that we don't have to pay a guy anymore. I know, it's lovely how that works, right? Absolutely, positively fantastic. So he'll dive down into the mine. He may get a negative perk from working inside the mine. He may get a positive perk. Last time I played, I had a bunch of spiders fall on his head, and it made him have a terror of spiders, which seems like, that's rational, dude. Like, if a bunch of spiders fell on me, I'd be scared of spiders, too. Like, I don't mind spiders, but, like, realistically, I would prefer if they not be on me. You'll know when they get a negative or a positive perk because there's a little swooshy-doo that goes around them that's either red or green to indicate a good perk or a bad perk. And I think they just keep getting them until it fills up. Last time I got mostly negative perks, but this time I've got mostly positive perks. So we seem to be roughly even. We can speed up the game, too, to make this phase of the game go a little bit faster. There we go. We got 5 ore ready to rock. It's going to ask me to hire an apprentice pretty soon, too. And, like, the apprentices all have different stats, and they have different personalities, and they'll lead to different reputations that you have with all the different factions up here in the top right. Professional mercenaries feared and respected by peasants and nobles have settled nearby. Your order prices are higher. It will more than likely be soldiers that come by. Knights, merchants, and monks will come less often. Okay. So we've just got, like, a local peasant militia that's just, like, hanging out in the area. I don't know what this does. It says that we unlock skills as we have positive or negative with factions. You've got France, you've got England. I think this is bandits right here. I think this is the church, and I don't know what this is. Yeah, That'll probably be good enough as far as ore is concerned. We can get like a little bit more. I'll speed it up for just a second. There we go. Bring that ore in, bro. Okay, so from here, I would recommend we smelt all this off because we need to smelt it so that we can dealt it out to the local villagers. And then we'll see if we can make a little bit of money. We actually have more ore than we can make ingots right now, so that's actually pretty good. I don't know if we put another storage chest inside this work area, if it'll increase the amount of ingots we can have on hand, but that does seem to be one of those efficiency things that probably work out pretty good for us. 4 more ingots and we'll be ready to rock, but I'm going to open the store up right now to let people file on in. There we go. We got people coming along. She wants a horseshoe. She'll pay us $9 for the horseshoe, and it only takes 2 ingots. You gotta love it. There we go. A little bit of money right there. She wants nails. We can do that. As long as they have the cog above their head, it means they'll automatically do the task since they're on the workstation already. It's hard to work in the forge alone. The village chief has sent you 3 young men that want to become your apprentices. This young man is new to the village, and he came from Gascony. My name's Theris, Master Blacksmith. Monty's the local trickster and rascal. He tries to look like a nobleman in everything that he does. My name's Monty, sir. I've wanted to become your apprentice for ages if you'll have me. And this is Stone, winner of every fight in the area and wrestling contest in the village. I can do all kinds of things, and I'm as strong as an ox. I'm sure I'll be useful. Which of them is worthy of becoming your apprentice? So you'll get different bonuses with different factions for picking and choosing. So the French will like us less if we take Stone because he's British. If we take Monty, pirates will love us, or bandits will love us because he's kind of a cheery rogue. And then Theris will increase us with the locals because, you know, he's from here. And then it will make us less liked by England. I'll probably go with Stone because having somebody around the house that can fight, probably a good idea. Thanks. I'm going to be of use to you. You now have an apprentice. He's going to need a new room where he can rest after working hard. Keep an eye on his level of fatigue and pay his salary on time. Your apprentice's skills improve with time, and Stone is as strong as 5 men, but sometimes he has an accident or breaks a table or a couple chairs to boot. And now let's get to it. Accept and successfully complete 5 orders with Stone's help. You're a smith, right? In the name of His Majesty, the Dauphin of France, I'm authorized to collect land taxes for the good of the country. All of you just prey on the honest folk, no matter what you call yourselves. Are you paying or not? Yeah, I'll pay the taxes. Might as well. Where's Stone at? Is Stone here yet, or is he still going to arrive? The old man's coming by. What can I do you for, old man? How can I help you? He wants a padlock. That's going to take 4 ingots. Nah, it's too pricey. The payout's not good enough for the amount of ingots we're going to throw around. Alright, so Stone, go work in the mine, my friend. He's already got arachnophobia, so we don't have to worry about him getting that. And he's got a perk called Hercules, which means that while he's hauling goods, he doesn't move slower. So that's definitely going to be of help. Alright, so just give me a couple of days. So 3 ingots to make $10. Yeah, that's fine. I'm from a long line of general contractors that do all kinds of carpentry work and whatnot. And like one of the things I always liked about that is that there's a lot of wiggle room to help people out in your community that are a little bit down on their luck. So we'll go ahead and give them a little bit of a front, but hopefully they don't screw me on it. Now we've also got a padlock over here. That one takes less materials, so we can mash that out real fast. How's our skill going? Are we gonna be level 2 soon? All right, there we go. And he should be leveling up his mining pretty fast as well. Maybe not, but hopefully someday. We're going to close down the shop after this one. 2 ingots? Actually, no, we can do another order after this one. Nice. So we'll bang that out real fast. All right, and then she's got another order. And at that point, I will close the shop for the day because we're pretty much out of ingots anyways. I need to take care of everybody's, needs. So he needs energy, and he needs food. I don't know how Stone's doing right now. Stone's actually got full meters, so we'll be all right. I'm going to contact the merchant and tell him to bring me a little bit more food. So there we go. He'll drop that off, so we don't have to worry about food quite as much. She dropped off her debts, so she actually didn't screw us right there. She was actually being a person of their word. You'll love to see it. And then we'll come on over here, and we'll sleep for a little bit. Keep an eye on your character's energy. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So we'll send him over here to sleep for a little bit and fill up that meter. In the meantime, Stone will go through and get us all nice and stocked up on ore. And hopefully he'll level up. Oh, he got another one, too. He's a pacifist. He refuses to work on orders for soldiers and knights. Oh, really? That's interesting. That's a new one that I haven't seen before. I thought that meant he wasn't going to fight people that try to rob the store. Every now and again, bandits will come by and try to rob the store. And you got to fight them off, and you can make weapons for yourself and armor for yourself and stuff. But for right now, it doesn't appear to be a concern. As soon as he's done resting, we'll send him off over to here to make dinner. Somebody's peeking through my windows right there. Come to my window. Don't look at my food. All right, you click on the pantry to make yourself dinner. And so he will go on over here, and he'll make... Where are you going? What are you doing right now? Oh, this storage is full up over here. So he's got to drop it off over there. Oh, okay. They don't eat the food automatically after they prep it. They just leave it on the table for whoever's hungry next. So keep that in mind as well. I need to smelt some of this stuff then. We need to smelt it on up and sell some of these goodies. I'll send him over here to get the blacksmithing going. And then Stone, we'll have him rest for a minute while we're doing all the smelting. And then I'll probably open the shop and just have Stone do stuff. Like, we've got to have Stone do 5 orders over here, so... Yeah, Stone, come on over here, man. Jump on that anvil. Alright, 5 orders need to come on in. I like how he crosses his arms. He's really got that, like, local tough guy thing going on. Alright, padlock. We can do that. And then I'll just auto-smelt as this goes along. Alright, something grand is being built in the region. Labor workers are needed, order prices are lower, and clients come together less often. Oh, weak, dude. That's not great. I would prefer that it not work like that. That's what I would prefer. Just auto-smelt over here. I can do that. What is that, a bottle of some kind? I guess I'm making him like an iron bottle. Probably leaves something to be desired along with the flavor of the water, but hey. Whatever. The higher your forge's prestige, the more appealing it'll look to rich clients. By increasing your prestige and upgrading the stall, you can attract money bags who are willing to pay much more for their orders than peasants. In addition, stall upgrades will increase your maximum workshop storage space for wood and ingots. Prestige is increased when you complete orders, but it has an upper limit. Upgrade the housing decorations to increase that limit. With a stall like this, you can only expect bumpkins. Time to change this ramshackle shed for something more respectable. Okay, we got another bottle right there. Let me slow the game down for a minute. And how do I upgrade stuff here? I think having a room for stone would be a good idea too. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Actually, we won't top it off for right now. And it looks like we can have it be a loft, or we can have it be like a whole floor, I guess. That's kind of a nice variance. I like that. All right, build me another room right there. Make my house a little bit bigger. I was probably supposed to spend my money on something else, but Stone needs a bedroom, so... Yep, just keep that smelting right there, and as soon as he gets done with this, maybe we'll get some kind of benefit out of it. I'll return it in a day. You have my word. Well, I hope so. He won't work on this, so... I've got to send him somewhere else while this work order's getting done. There, you work on the ingots then. Swap me out. Yeah, we can do some horseshoes after this. Perfect. We're almost out of ore, so we'll get back to it in just a minute, but we're making decent money for right now, so... Alright, you guys swap back out. Perfecto. And we've got a room right here. We've got to designate what kind of room it is. We'll go with a living room. Yeah, that sounds good. And now that it's a living room, I'm pretty sure we got to put like a bed inside of there. What does it need? So it needs beds, tables, and chairs. Okay. Good to know. I don't know if I have... So the bed is 25 bucks. We don't really have the money for right now, so we'll just let it hang out on the burner for a little bit. He needs a chain. Okay, sounds good. I can do a chain. Get that done nice and fast. There you go. A fresh, spiffy chain. 4 ingots for 8 gold. Nah, that's not a good exchange rate. You got to kind of keep an eye on the things that they request, because sometimes it'll take you like 5 ingots to get something done, and they'll try to pay you like 5 gold for it, and the exchange rate is no good. What are you, like a wizard? All right, I accept your order. Yeah, I accept your order of a chain of witchery. Everyone seems to be talking about the war like they've got nothing better to do. More than anything, I hope that the war doesn't reach this place, or both of us are going to end up doing hard labor instead of hard work. All right, another chain right there for 4 ingots? No, that's way, way too pricey. All right, now that Stone's done, we can send him back down into the mine for a little bit. Oh, nice. Okay, so he just brought us money that was owed. I'll take that at face value. I'd like to put another crate down here, too, so that I can store more stuff. 3 ingots for 8 gold's pretty good. I'll take that. All right, we'll speed it up for a minute. 3 ingots for 5 gold is like, nah, not really, but I'll take it. I will bring in the money. I've never seen this merchant in our village before. Stone, go find out who he is and what he wants. Hey, big guy, call the owner. I didn't come here all the way from Languedoc to talk to an apprentice. Hurry up, you oaf. You come from afar? How can I help you? I came from the south, and I'm setting up trade links. I can bring you whatever you want for the best price. Damascus steel, precision instruments. Should we work together? That might be good. Don't even think of refusing. I barely escaped bandits myself. The roads are unsafe. The thieves and bandits gather like vultures where armies have passed recently. You should agree, as I'm the bravest merchant of those prepared to offer their services to you. Bandits are all we need right now. If we're talking business, would you be so kind as to take an order from me? What should I make for you? Okay, so we can either make him... Well, he wants 5 chains, he wants 5 horseshoes, and he wants 5 crates of nails. That's a big work order. That's a real big work order. I'll take it, though, because money's money. All right, Stone. Down into the mine. Go get me some goodies over here. Unfortunately, he's going to pay his... Oh, my God. There's so many people built up over here. No tweezers. None of that. I'll accept that because it's a ring, and I should be able to mash it out fast. But after that, I got to close down the shop. Oh, they leave if you close down the shop. That's unfortunate. Well, what are you doing now? Stop working. Yeah. Go ahead and stop using our resources real fast. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I'd rather not find out. All right, Stone's getting tired, so we'll send him off to bed. I'll put the master down in the mine to go work for a little bit and maybe level up some of his blacksmithing skill. Stone's not that far along on his blacksmithing, but maybe someday. Maybe someday. You got 66 bucks for right now. Looks pretty good to me. This game is called Anvil Saga. Hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. I've seen later screenshots from this game, and they've got a base that goes like up into the sky and like workers everywhere, dude. It looks like it's going to get fairly cool and complicated, and so I'm looking forward to it. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for being here.